The episode opens with a chilling flashback. Masamichi Yaga sits in a dimly lit cell, heavy handcuffs binding his wrists. Principal Gakuganji's voice cuts through the silence, demanding answers about Panda's existence. The tension is palpable as Gakuganji questions whether an artificially created cursed corpse can truly operate independently without consuming its creator's cursed energy. The stakes become clear. If Yaga can intentionally create self-sustaining cursed corpses, he could theoretically build an army. The higher-ups want him classified as special grade and placed under indefinite restraint. Gakuganji's eyes pierce through the darkness as he asks one final time if Yaga truly doesn't know his own creation's secret. Yaga's expression reveals only sadness as he denies any knowledge. The scene shifts to a peaceful forest. Yaga sits on a fallen tree trunk beside a small, cursed corpse named Takeru, who bears a striking resemblance to Panda. With innocent enthusiasm, Takeru announces that everyone's worried about Yaga's gloomy mood, and proudly declares he came to cheer him up. His childlike question rings out, "Aren't I a genius?" Yaga's hand gently rests on Takeru's head as he agrees, but his next words carry weight. He can't return for quite some time. Takeru innocently asks if it's another trip, and Yaga confirms it's a long journey. He reassures Takeru that Master Tengen protects this forest, and that Takeru's mother will visit again. Even without him, Takeru will be fine. Inside a hidden compartment within the tree, dozens of adorable cursed corpses gather, all expressing how much they'll miss their creator. The emotional weight of this farewell hangs heavy in the air. Panda's restraints fall away as Kiyotaka Ijichi cuts them loose. When Panda questions whether Ijichi is certain about helping him escape, the assistant manager simply asks him not to tell anyone. The truth emerges. Panda was captured as bait to draw out Yaga. Ijichi owes Yaga a debt and tells Panda to run. A flashback reveals Yaga presenting Takeru to Kusakabe and his younger sister. Kusakabe explains that his sister cannot move forward without the past, without Takeru's presence in her life. When Takeru asks Yaga if the woman is his mother, his innocent declaration, "I knew it, aren't I a genius?" triggers an overwhelming emotional response. The mother collapses to her knees, clutching Takeru, as tears stream down her face. Yaga's expression hardens as he addresses Kusakabe, but the sorcerer cuts him off. They both understand the situation. A fully independent, cursed corpse cannot be known to exist. Living together isn't possible. Kusakabe apologizes repeatedly, his voice thick with gratitude and regret. Yaga simply asks what he's apologizing for, thanking Kusakabe for understanding. Back in the present, a sorcerer perched on a pole confronts Yaga, questioning why he travels without any cursed corpses. With a dramatic flourish, Yaga tosses aside his jacket and declares he's going to see his son. The sorcerer reminds him of his death sentence, offering one path to survival: reveal the secret of creating fully independent, artificial cursed corpses right here, right now. Yaga's response drips with contempt. "You get pushy the moment Satoru Gojo's gone, don't you?" The sorcerer doesn't deny it, calling himself a veteran who knows opportunity when he sees it. Principal Gakuganji emerges from the shadows. The next shot reveals devastation. Yaga lies against a wall, a massive cross-shaped wound torn across his chest. Blood pools beneath him. Gakuganji dismisses the other sorcerer, choosing to remain alone with his former colleague. Yaga's voice, weak but determined, breaks the silence. He explains the process: replicate soul information from physical data, input that information into the cursed corpse's core, but it requires more. 3 highly compatible souls must be placed within one body, constantly observing each other to stabilize and generate self-awareness. After 3 months, it achieves self-sustaining cursed energy. Gakuganji's composure shatters. Why reveal this now? Why not before? Why not try to live? Yaga's answer is simple and devastating. It's a curse. My curse upon you, Gakuganji. Panda arrives, rushing past the principal without attacking. When Gakuganji asks why he doesn't fight, why he doesn't hate him, Panda's response cuts deep. "I'm not human. Human behaviors don't bind me. Besides, you and Yaga weren't on bad terms. You just followed orders from above. To me, you're like a fallen knife." He pauses before adding, "But remember this, even pandas cry." Tears stream down Panda's face as he approaches his creator's broken body. At the Zenin estate, Naoya Zenin taunts Maki about her scarred face. His cruel words suggest her injuries have destroyed her only redeeming quality. He questions what she'll do now, calling her trash and demanding she answer him. Maki remains silent, refusing to engage with his provocations. The scene transitions to a restricted warehouse. Maki encounters a guard who reminds her they're forbidden from accessing the cursed tool storage. Maki casually displays the keys, explaining that the clan head approved her visit. A flashback shows Megumi Fushiguro's shock at learning he's become head of the Zenin Clan through Naobito Zenin's final wishes. He immediately tries to refuse, calling it too exhausting. Maki insists he cannot decline. Naobito bequeathed everything to Megumi: money, cursed tools, and crucial information networks connecting the three great clans and Jujutsu headquarters. When Megumi suggests Maki take the position instead, she admits nobody would accept that. Her frustration boils over as she lists his qualifications: inherited technique, domain expansion mastery, and Gojo's personal interest. She demands he make up his mind. Megumi counters by asking if the Zenin Clan's opinion truly matters. As long as he's head, Maki can access those benefits, right? Maki's expression falls as she confesses she isn't good enough yet. If she became head, she couldn't make room for Mai. Megumi's gaze softens. I understand. Back in the present, Maki descends deep into the warehouse and unlocks a hidden chamber. Her blood runs cold. Her father, Oji Zenin, sits calmly on the floor. Behind him lies an injured figure. There are no cursed tools here, Oji announces coldly. I anticipated your move and disposed of them. The figure behind him shifts. It's Mai, Maki's twin sister. Why did you come here, idiot? Mai's weak voice barely carries across the room. Naoya confronts his uncle Junichi about moving too slowly. Junichi explains the political reality. Megumi has forged relationships with both the Gojo and Kamo clans. Eliminating him without proper justification would worsen their standing and position them poorly in the shifting power struggle. Naoya demands to know why they're acting now. Junichi reveals shocking news. Satoru Gojo has been permanently exiled from the Jujutsu world as an accomplice to the Shibuya incident. Unsealing him is now considered a criminal act. They plan to execute Megumi, Maki, and Mai for plotting Gojo's release. This will restore faith in the Zenin Clan at headquarters. When Naoya questions whether Ogi truly accepts sacrificing his own daughters, Junichi delivers the final blow. Ogi proposed the plan himself. Ogi activates his technique Falling Blossom Emotion, enveloping himself and his blade in cursed energy. This countermeasure against domain expansions also serves as preparation against unknown cursed tools from his daughters. Maki grips her weapon, the cursed tool created by Swordmaster Juzo Kumiya. The blade absorbs cursed energy impacts and releases them at the wielder's command. Her strategy? Feign a standard match, then strike decisively after the second or third clash when Ogi believes he understands her capabilities. Ogi speaks first. Do you know why my older brother became head instead of me? Maki's response drips with venom. Because you're the kind of person who doesn't mind killing his own children. They clash. Once, twice, 3 times. Maki's blade appears to shatter Ogi's weapon, sending the broken piece flying. She moves in for the killing blow, and suddenly blood sprays. Maki's been cut, confusion flooding her features. She just broke his blade. How is this possible? Ogi's cold voice explains everything. He couldn't become head because Maki and Mai were failures. She believed she'd broken his blade and stepped close, revealing her worthlessness. He's not a mere swordsman, but a sorcerer. Judging him by standards meant for the worthless is absurd. He drags both unconscious daughters, blood trailing behind them. As he said, he didn't become family head because of these two. His brother's curse technique lacks significant history, so technique alone wasn't the deciding factor. In only one aspect was he ever inferior: the quality of his children. Children must not hold back their parents, he says with manufactured sadness, throwing them down a stone staircase. Mai weakly challenges him. Didn't you know that holding each other back is considered virtuous in this country? Oji ignores her philosophy. This training room contains countless grade 2 and lower cursed spirits, currently held back only by fear of him. Soon they'll emerge to devour both daughters. He dismisses Maki's heavenly restriction as unremarkable compared to sorcerers who train daily and reinforce their bodies with cursed energy. Your strength is nothing special, he tells Maki before departing. You're both stains on my life. Mai checks Maki's heartbeat, still alive. As always, you're incredibly tough. She admits she suspected this day would come. This really sucks. She leans down and kisses her sister's forehead. Maki awakens on a serene beach. Mai stands beside her, explaining that Maki probably already understands her curse technique. She can't create anything large or complex. With her injuries from Oji's cuts, making one final object will cost her life. She begins walking toward the water. Goodbye. Good luck on your own. Maki screams, demanding she return. Mai looks back with a sad smile, explaining why twins are considered inauspicious for sorcerers. To gain something, you must offer something in return. For identical twins, curse techniques treat them as one individual. Mai is Maki, Maki is Mai. Even if you work impossibly hard to get stronger, there's no point because I don't want to get stronger. If you don't have a curse technique, but I do, there's no point. As long as I exist, you'll never fully develop. Maki runs toward her sister, pleading that she understands. Mai makes her final request. I'll take the cursed energy and everything with me, but promise me one thing. Destroy everything. Please, big sister. Maki wakes on cold stone. Mai's body lies still, her hands cradling her twin's head. Wake up, Maki whispers. Silence. Wake up, she screams. Nothing. Oji hears the scream and bolts upright. All the cursed spirits have vanished. How is that possible? His body remembers this fear, though he tried desperately to forget it. Maki rises, and in that moment, she resembles Toji Fushiguro perfectly. The same overwhelming presence, the same terrifying absence of cursed energy. Oji's shock gives way to determination. He activates his technique, Blazing Courage, flames erupting around him. Very well, with my own hands I'll burn you to ash. Fight me, you worthless child. Maki lifts her blade. In the next instant, Oji's face is already carved open. Standing over her father's defeated form, Maki's expression carries profound sadness mixed with grim determination. Let's get started, Mai.